Hi, my name is Riz and welcome to my workout channel. Today I have a very special workout, a dumbbell core workout. This is the very first core workout on our channel, so I'm super excited. It's going to be 4 exercises, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 3 rounds. First round, we're going to do together. I'm going to introduce you to the exercises. The other 2 rounds, I'm going to be playing some music, or you can turn me down and play your own. I recommend this workout for most levels, maybe not for true beginners who've never done a core workout before, but people who have done at least a couple core workouts and has worked with dumbbells before. If you don't have a dumbbell, just grab something heavy, a heavy can, a gallon of water, fill up a backpack, make it work. Join me on the mat for our warm-up. Getting onto all fours, we're going to arch our back, look up to the sky. And then tucking in our butt, looking down, we're going to round our back. We're pushing away the floor with the palms of our hands. And then repeat. So this is great for warming up our spine. All right, last one. All right, tucking in our toes, we're gonna go into downward dog. Pedal out your feet. And then move into a plank. And then back into downward dog. And then move back into a plank. So my tailbone is tucked. I'm not arching my back. I'm standing tall. I'm leaving room for my neck to not be scrunched up with my shoulders. Back into downward dog and switch between the two. You can go at your own pace. Do the last one, and we're done. Next, we're just going to warm up our arms a little bit. We are going to be holding the dumbbell, placing your left elbow on the floor, your right hand behind your head. Touch each elbow, look up to the sky and open up. And repeat. Last one, off to the other side. Last one. Next, we're going to be doing arm rotations. So, picking your right hand up, and then as I turn my hand, I'm lowering my hand down behind me, and my knuckle is now facing my butt, picking it back up. My hand is turning, and then the palm is now facing the sky. Repeat. So you're kind of making this rainbow. Try to keep your chest forward and let the shoulder and the arm do the work. Last one. Off to the other side. Last one. All right. Next, we are going to do vacuums. So, those of you who ever practiced vacuums may have practiced it for that physique snatched look. And the reason why vacuums are so famous is because vacuums target your abdominals that wrap around basically your entire spine. So it's coming from here all the way back down to the back. And when you strengthen this muscle that wraps around, it can make the illusion of a smaller waist. Your waist is going to look smaller. But aesthetics aside, this exercise is amazing for strengthening your back, strengthening the core, the layers of your core. Strengthening this is amazing for having better posture and alleviating any back pain. And it's just an amazing exercise, but also for engaging our core, warming up our core. So if you've never done a vacuum, what this is going to look like, so focusing on my stomach, I'm not arching, I'm not rounded, my spine is neutral. I'm going to pull my belly button into the spine, like so. So, I don't know if you can see it, but, so my stomach is pulled inwards. So you see how I'm just talking right now? That's how we want it to be. We don't want to be holding our breath. I'm still able to speak. And you've never done this before, you're going to feel this nice core engagement that's going to be a little intense. So it's okay if you don't get it the first time, it's fine. All right, so pulling in your core for 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the stomach hang. Now we're going to pull it in for 15. 15, 14, 13, 12. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to pull it in again, but for 5 seconds. If you feel your stomach or your belly button start to fall, pull it in again. Really exaggerate that sucking in of the belly button. So pull it in, 1, 2, 3, pull it in some more, 4, pull it in more, 5. All right, so now that our core is primed for the workout, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to get into plank. So my tailbone is tucked. I'm pushing the ground away with my fingertips and my palms to create this nice elongated length in my upper body. This is also to just protect any scrunching that I'm having here in my neck and any pain. Okay, so we're into the plank and our dumbbell is on the left hand side of us, or the right, whatever you prefer. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the dumbbell from one side, reach over, and move it to the next. When we're moving the dumbbell or whatever weight you have, try to keep your core from rocking from side to side. I understand as you fatigue, it's normal for it to rock, but correcting it as much as you can is what's going to really engage and work that core. If this is too much for you, this is when the other levels come in. You can just get into plank and tap your dumbbell and try to keep from rocking the entire time our tailbone is tucked in. So I'm this exaggerated arch, and then I'm pulling my butt into the floor, and I'm tucking my tailbone in. I'm engaging my core, so it doesn't mean that I'm sucking in my core like the vacuums, but core engagement is when it feels like we're flexing a muscle. So when you're flexing your bicep or your quad, it's gonna feel like this squeezing. So you're squeezing that core to create this bulletproofness that we're gonna be working on today. Okay, so let me get the timer ready. All right, and let's begin. Almost done, keep going. Woo! All right, so we'll have 30 seconds of rest, but for the first round, your rest is just gonna be me talking and demoing. Okay, so next we have dumbbell knee crunches. This is definitely a more advanced move, so I'm gonna be giving you alternatives. So grabbing my weight, I'm using 15 pounds. So holding our dumbbell on each side securely, okay? I don't want you getting hurt here. We're going to drop our dumbbell overhead, and then once we bring it back up, we're going to bring in our knees and touch the dumbbell. So in this move, I want you to remember that in the first exercise in our plank, our back is secure, it is neutral, it's flat. But in this exercise, we're gonna focus on our back rounding a bit when we bring our dumbbell to our knees. Think of your back peeling off the floor. And as always, core engaged. So showing you one more time, dropping it, and then bringing it in. If you want to upgrade this, if you're like, look, this is too easy, or your dumbbell's too light, you can keep your feet off of the ground, and then bring it in. If this is like, no, too hard, keep your feet in this tabletop position, drop your dumbbell, and then bring it in like so. Drop your dumbbell, bring it in like so. All right. Try not to drop your head, okay? We wanna be in a secure, safe position, and don't necessarily tuck your knee, your your chin into your chest. Think of like a, I don't know, like a strawberry or a small apple just sitting right here to kind of keep you from going like this or going like that. So you're keeping that apple secure. All right. Setting up the timer, grabbing our weights. Let's begin. when you stretch out your feet, if your back is causing this insane gape, then just lift your feet up some more. All right, and we're done. So that exercise is a bit of a tricky one because just to go over this again, when we're coming into this movement right here, I'm peeling my back off the floor. But when I'm stretching out my legs, I don't want my back to have this insane gape from the floor to my back. We want it relatively flat. So if your back isn't flat when your feet are off the ground, just pick your feet up a little bit higher. All right. Next we have dumbbell Russian twists. Okay. So, grabbing our dumbbell, we're gonna pick our feet up off the ground like so. So you can kind of play this position of where your back is to find that balance in that core engagement. And all you're gonna do is just turn to one side and then turn to the other. So my core is engaged and my face is following wherever I'm turning. It doesn't have to be an exaggerated turn. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Do whatever that's in your ability within your mobility. If this is like, no, that's uncomfortable, you can always keep your heels on the ground and go like this. If your dumbbell's too heavy, you can pick your dumbbell up like so, in this way, drop, pick it up, and just switch between whatever feels comfortable for you. We want this to still be challenging. Let's begin. Don't stop. If you have to drop your heels, that's fine. Next, we have a dumbbell sit-up with a little spice. All right, so getting onto the floor, our knees is bent. The dumbbell is resting on our chest. When we come up, we're shooting that dumbbell to the sky. So this is gonna look like is this, like so. It's tall, it's poised, and then we're lowering to the ground, slowly bringing the dumbbell back to our chest. And then repeat. And then slowly lower. Control your core. If this is like, this is too hard, that's okay. We can bring the dumbbell in and just come up. Now, sit-ups can be a bit tricky because we don't really want to use our neck to sit up. We want to use all of the power within our core and a bit of our hip flexors. So when you're coming up in a sit-up, it's going to be like when you're in a crunch. So I'm tucking my tailbone in and I'm getting ready to come up, right? So I'm peeling my back off the ground, my core, like this right here, my core is working. And I'm coming up into this, into my knees. Get nice and close. We want as much range of motion as we can. And I'm tall here. I'm not, please don't be like this. I'm tall and then I'm lowering down. I'm showing control. I'm showing control. I'm showing that I got this move. All right, setting up the timer. Let's begin. Really exhale on the top. Your breath is your friend during core. Whew. All right, so between each round, we're gonna have 45 seconds of rest, which I'm gonna set up right now. All right, so that's the first round. You got it now. I'll have a timer up here, and then I'll have a bit up here where it tells you what the next exercise is gonna be, just in case you forgot. Remember, our core is engaged, so like squeezing a muscle, and then we're rolling our back off of the ground, like we're peeling it. Remember to keep that space between your chin and your chest, and remember to find a inhale and exhale that works for you. Just make sure it flows and it is constant. So the breath is your friend. It's what's going to give you power. Just like when you're lowering to a squat, you're going to inhale. As you push up off the ground, you're exhaling. You're going to use that exhale as that disperse of strength. So this is for most movers, but these cues are important to remember, and sometimes even I forget them. I've been working out for so long, and just drilling these cues in always is perfect into knowing whether or not you're doing an exercise wrong or right. All right, enough of the talking. We got 2 more rounds to go. Let's get to it.
does it feel?
Alright guys, we have one more exercise to go. Let's do this one together without the music. Dumbbell sit-ups. Let's do this. Nice and tall. Really lifting your chest off the floor. Don't stop. Let's get one more in. Woo. Mamma mia. That was good. All right, let's go into a gentle cool down. Getting into all fours, tuck your feet in, woo, and lift up into downward dog. Don't worry, we won't be here long. We're just stretching out back, our chest, really push into the floor with the palms of our hands, creating space to let our head and neck dangle. All right. Come on down. Lower to the floor. So you're on your stomach. Aligning your hands under your shoulders. Push up into this nice upward dog. Really get a stretch. This is too exaggerated for you. You can go into Sphinx pose, like so, and just hang out here. But if it's within your practice, let's come up here to upward dog. Let's bend our knees so my toes are touching. Look up to the sky and really push away from the floor so we can get that nice stretch in our stomachs. And then back into a child's pose. If you like, you can clasp your hands together to a prayer position. Bring your thumbs closer to the back of your neck. And breathe. All right. So that concludes our dumbbell core workout. What did you think? I feel like I could have given a lot more cues. I feel like I can always give a lot more cues. But I hope you found this workout challenging. And if you didn't, do it all over again or add an extra round. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. Peace.